Hi there, I'm Sarah Rodriguez.
I'm Veronica Rodriguez.
I'm Lucia Rodriguez.
I'm Dominic Rodriguez.
Hoops Academy has really filled a void, during this time of COVID. Coach found a way for our girls to develop their skills, of course, in a safe way. When they really had nothing else going on, they were able to begin their one-on-one training, and we have just seen tremendous growth in their game.
It's given me something to look forward to during a time of just like darkness. We have nothing going on. It's given me a chance to meet a lot of really nice kids and get to play with them and build relationships with coaches and players that otherwise I would never have met.
Hoops Academy has affected my life very positively because everything that I've ever done in basketball, it's always been there are two girls on the team that are better than everyone else, and that the coach is just here. But with Hoops Academy, they've helped me learn that I can be a part of the team and not just a side hustle. And they've also, for the one-on-ones, they've really improved my basketball game, and I don't know what I would do without Hoops Academy.
I think it's positively affected me just being able to see the girls fill a void that they've had in their lives. Also I've seen it kind of fill a void as well for their school, being able to play hoops with some of the girls from the same middle school and high school as them in the competitive setting of club has really been impressive to see how it's improved their skills, improved their desire for the game, and their hunger to want to learn more and do more. I think one of the main opportunities that I see for the girls is just the ability to really improve their game through the competitive level. I think the mental side of things, being able to how coach wants them to perform in school, perform at a higher level at the sport, perform at kind of whatever they're doing, if that's extracurriculars. And I think the opportunity to do that during this time, especially with COVID, has been great for them.
So I really love that Hoops Academy is really geared towards helping families. Club sports are extremely expensive, and when you have multiple athletes in the family, sometimes kids have to make sacrifices and are not able to participate in everything that they want to do. But Hoops Academy is very budget friendly, and so both of our girls are able to participate and be on a competitive club team, and it's not killing our family, it's not breaking the bank. It's very affordable, and I really appreciate that.
The opportunities that Coach A and all the other coaches have given us, me personally, is that I can play with my friends, and we both can communicate easily, and it's really affordable, like my mom said, and it helps me learn that I'm better than I think, and it's just really nice because he gives us stories after basketball games, for instance, about his past, and it really encourages us. It gives us a thing to feed on when we know we're having a hard time with stuff.
Coach A has given me a lot of opportunities, especially with his experience in coaching and his experience in playing towards the next level. It's given me a lot of knowledge on what I need to do to make it to the next level, specifically in soccer. He's been coaching me in weightlifting for a couple months now, and it's given me a lot of confidence in the weight room, and it's made me so much stronger on the field and on the court. And I've just had the opportunity to get chances to be coached one-on-one and just gain a lot more knowledge on what it's going to take for me to succeed at the next level.
So I think there's a lot of challenges that you go through as a parent of student athletes, in particular with my two girls, like emotionally with school and sports and social life and all other activities they have going on. It's just a roller coaster a lot, and being able to be sensitive to that and understand, you know, when they're in a bad place, or maybe they're down or up, or however that is, being able to recognize that as a father, and being able to cater to those emotions is important. And you know, I feel lucky that we have Coach A, you know, as a strong role model for them, you know, another strong male in their lives that they can lean on, and that also understands, you know, from coaching girls this age, kind of what that roller coaster looks like, and being sensitive to that, and protecting them. You know, as a father, that's really important to me, and I think, you know, with hoops and Coach A, you can tell they're well taken care of.
He does an outstanding job of caring for them as a whole person. You know, they're not just athletes. They're not just these little workhorses that are going to get out on the court and win games for him, but they're young women who are growing and developing, and so really caring for their mental and emotional health is huge. That we have not seen in a lot of coaches, so it's really special to us. I think another challenge is just how athletes affect the whole family. You know, there's lots of driving and, you know, eating on the road, and I have been very appreciative of coaches' abilities to find times at work for practices. You know, unfortunately for Lucia, she practices at 6 a.m. a couple days a week, but you know, that really helps us out in the afternoons, getting those morning practices in, and just the general care that he shows to his team for practice times and locations, I think has just been, it is a challenge. So I definitely feel supported, and, you know, if I needed to say, hey coach, we need a family meal tonight, girls aren't going to be at practice, I know that he would say, okay, you know, your family takes precedence over basketball. So I'm really grateful for that.
As a student athlete, it definitely gets very challenging to balance school and sports. Especially as a junior, it's exhausting to have to worry about school and then go to 1 or 2 practices a day, like 3-4 days a week, and then have games. It's a lot of pressure on my shoulders, but having Coach A to lean on and like check up on me is a huge thing. You know, sometimes you can't always go to your parents, so just having someone else like outside of your family that really cares. It's been really difficult to be a women athlete, but the U.S. women's national team has blown up these past couple years, and I remember being little and watching these documentaries on like the 80s and the 90s team, and nobody really was there, and then all of a sudden like they started winning and they blew up and everybody was watching, and that just like inspires me as a woman, because like Tobin Heath, Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan, Carly Lloyd, like they do it all. Like they're very powerful people that I think everybody can look up to, no matter like what your gender is. They're very inspiring people that I just feel very grateful to have as a young woman growing up. You can take a lot of knowledge from them and how they work so hard, and how many of them have kids, many of them are like battling for like equality and equal pay and things like that, and they're just like paving the way. And so I think it's important for like the new generation of athletes to like take advantage of that, and just like not be afraid to do what they do and be on the stage that they're on, because that is a little scary, but to just like show our talents and our gifts, and not necessarily having to like beat boys or like beat men, to show that we can be on the same level as them, but just to like work so hard, like just be like undeniably good.
I feel like I'm just so grateful for all these amazing, beautiful role models of women that they really help me and excite me to know that I can like achieve more. And it's just like our generation can pave the way more and more for everybody else, and it's really helpful to know that we have these role models like Sabrina Inescu. She's amazing, and they show us like how much we can do, and they prove the point that no matter the gender, we can still accomplish whatever we put our minds to.
So I would highly recommend Hoops Academy to other families. Youth sports today has gotten kind of wonky where, if you don't start by the time you're 3 and you're not specialized just a couple years later, then there's really no room for you at a competitive level. And I think Hoops Academy totally squashes that. I've seen older kids come in and their skills develop, and coach has been awesome in inspiring them and encouraging them to take on something new, and has created basketball players out of older kids, and I think that's really cool.
I would definitely recommend Hoops Academy. Like my mom said, it's focused towards growing you as a person and using sports as a tool to do that. So looking back on my months at Hoops Academy and working with Coach A, I can definitely say that I've grown as a person, and my confidence has grown in every aspect of my life, and at the same time I'm developing as an athlete and becoming stronger and more skilled. And I think that if more people knew about this, then they could really find a place here at Hoops Academy.
Yeah, like she said, but it's a really welcoming place. It's very family friendly, I guess. They're even with all the kids joining and all the high schoolers, the middle schoolers joining it, they can just find a place where they can talk, but at the same time they're still challenged by it, and it really boosts kids' happiness, and it helps them. It's very positive. It has a positive effect on a lot of kids, and I've seen kids come in who kind of what my mom said, don't really know what they're doing, and it's just we're all welcoming, we're all willing to give them a chance, and it shows them that it'll really help them.
I would definitely recommend it to family members. I think if you're looking for a place where you want your kids to be built up, protected, understood, and not just at involving the level of their game, but involving their place in life in general. I think Hoops offers that to each and every one of their kids.